What is going on, everybody? My name is Corey, and welcome back to another episode of Sports Beast. We're doing a little bit of live casting. I put this out a couple days ago. It was a little bit busy for us at the end of March. Always is, always will be. So, um, we took a little bit of time off, but we are back doing some XFL live casting, like I said. Houston takes on St. Louis. Houston Roughnecks going up against the St. Louis Battlehawks. As you can see, Cody is not here. Haven't heard from him. Don't know if he's showing up. But I ask him that every week, so we'll find out. As soon as pickleball's over, we're going to be jumping into the live cast, so stick with me and we'll get to it. What's going on, everybody? I don't know why pickleball decided to go ham and go into 17 overtimes. So we had to switch over to ESPN Plus. But we are here. Thank you for whoever in the chat that is supplying a way to watch it as well. But we are here. What's going on, everybody? I don't know why pickleball decided to go ham and go into 17 overtimes. So we do have Houston down inside the 10-yard line because we missed so much of it. And it's picked off by number 38 from the Battlehawks. And both these teams have been doing very well. 38, who was that? Brandon Sebastian picked it off at about the 2-yard line. Saving some points on the board. As you can see, Cody is still not here. Even though I sent him a schedule, he doesn't know how to read. So he'll be here at some point. But we are all set to go. Ready for some good XFL football between two good teams. So as of right now, I'm going to be calling both teams as AJ McCarron takes over. Ball on the 6-yard line going left to right on your screen. Pass down to the bottom of your screen. Number 88 breaks a tackle. Looks like it'll be enough for a first down. But he got all twisted up and he'll look like he'll be down. Hakeem Butler was the wide receiver. He'll be down nursing his leg for a little while. Hopefully Cody gets here in time. I do have something.
I don't know why pickleball decided to go ham and go into 17 overtimes.
What is this? That'll be a big pass. Let me just mute the whole computer. Big pass down to the bottom of your screen. I missed it. I was muting the computer. Missed it just in time to see the number go away. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pass to the top of your screen. That's number 13. Is that Austin Proel? It is. To the top of your screen. Quick pass. Also a good punt returner. A little shifty guy. Almost 10.5 to go in the first quarter. Still an entire football game left. I'm sure pickleball's still going strong. Oh, I'm so salty about that. So salty. Got a man in motion moving to the top of your screen. That's Brian Hill. AJ McCarron alone in the backfield. Pass to the bottom, number 11. Darius Shepard, the go-to man, picking up the first down. Both of these teams 4-2. Houston sitting atop the XFL South. Looking pretty good for playoffs right now. Tight formation, man in motion. Looks like a blocker. And he'll take it up the center. Gain of about 2 yards. Let's see if I can pull up these standings. DC Defenders getting their first loss of the season last night. Orlando coming in clutch for some reason. Beating the Defenders by 1 point. Their Defenders are at the top of the North. It's going to be a close race down to the wire for the playoffs in the South. Ball's hike, quick pass, top of the screen. Look like Proel again. Nope, that's Darius Shepard. Sorry. For a gain of about 3 or 4. If you're not familiar with how the playoffs are working, the top two in each division will go on to the postseason. And then we'll have two divisional games, and then obviously the championship game. Sea Dragons coming back from a crazy start to their season, looking like a sure number 2. Ball's hiked, thrown, number 3 at the top of the screen. Marcel Aitman with the catch. He'll get about a yard after that catch. Oh, I'm so salty about the pickleball. I'm not getting over that. That's the dumbest thing. ESPN has been doing the XFL dirty all year. Their site sucks for them, and now they're running pickleball over this. Like, it's just, I'm just dumbfounded by it. There's a flag on the play. Cody, if you're watching, I finally figured it out. I can't hear it. Somebody let me know if you heard the added whistle. Pete finally has his own whistle. Hopefully has his own whistle. Pickleball's still going on. Oh my. They went into like overtime as soon as this started. I could not be more salty about it. If you're in the chat, let me know who you think's going to win. Who you think's going to win the entire thing? Who's going to walk away with the championship? Little fumbled pass by AJ McCarron. He'll scramble, just kind of throw the ball away. If you're in the chat, just let me know if you're watching. If you watch on a consistent basis, how you think the XFL compares to the NFL. I know they're two different things, but that's what sports is. It's a game of comparison. You compare something to everything. So just let me know. Let me know what you think about it. I think it's super cool. That's why I'm so frustrated that pickleball got the spotlight over something like this. The match is over. No color commentary for pickleball. Seriously, I just talked about. Oh, maybe I'll commentate pickleball until. Maybe I'll commentate pickleball until we can get on. That's funny. Can you tell us where the ball is coming out on? About the 30. Ball's on the, looks like the 41, and usually we're a little behind, we're a little off of what you're seeing on TV. So if you're actually watching TV and have me on, then it might be a little off. Best bet, sync us up to the TV, mute your TV, whatever you got to do. We got about 5 minutes and almost 6 minutes left to go in the first. Ball's moving very well for the Battlehawks. Looks like the ball is on the 26-yard line. A little fake handoff from Brian Hill. Big throw downfield to the end zone. Just out of the reach of Darius Shepard, the go-to receiver. I know if Cody was here, he would mention the over-under at 44.5. You think you're irritated? I'm an old Bama fan, and McCarron is still my favorite. Yo, McCarron is the reason that they are this far away from being my favorite team. For him to be able to be a backup in the NFL, but choose to play in the XFL so his kids can see him play is absolutely amazing to me. I'm getting chills just talking about it. That ball is hauled in over the first down yard marker. Number 12, Gary Jennings. But yeah, I absolutely love AJ McCarron for doing what he did this year. I think it's people like him, and I've said it before, that are going to make this XFL team, this league, be able to do big things. Ball inside the 15-yard line. He's looking for the end zone. Caught! Gary Jennings once again in the end zone. Oh, I'm sorry. I put up the penalty. That's a touchdown, folks. Number 12, Gary Jennings in the corner of the end zone, top of the screen. And we'll see some extra points. Battlehawks, the first to get on the board. But as I was saying, if Cody was here, he would have mentioned the 44.5. I honestly don't think it's going to get that high. I think this is going to be a close battle. Looks like they will go for 2. A little tight formation. Looks like trip receivers at the top of your screen. And he'll spread the receivers out. You got Jennings, Proel. He looks off the other way, and it's batted down. Unsuccessful. So 6 points for St. Louis. I appreciate everybody being here in the chat. Keep it up. I love talking to everybody. I just love reading back these comments about pickleball. I'm so irritated over it. And I'm sure there are people who love pickleball, but not football. You know, you have lovers of every sport. I'm just the other way. I just don't know enough about pickleball for me to get involved. I don't know. Maybe it's something I just need to watch, because I was the same way with golf, 10 years ago. But if you're in the chat, I appreciate it. Like I said, keep them coming. I love to read the chat, and if I miss something, I'm sorry. Type it again in the chat if it's something you really want answered or something you want seen. Because I forgot, I've only done this by myself one other time. Usually when Cody's here, he calls one team, I'll call the other team. That way we kind of get a break in the action, I guess. College wrestling is great. I want to watch it so bad. I just always forget about it. If I want to start doing it this year, and at least have something other than football on the channel, obviously. But I think it would be cool to learn the ropes. But like I said, just when Cody's here, I just forgot how kind of hectic things can get. Clicking the visuals up on the screen and trying to call all teams and keeping up with the chat, and I always forgot how tough it was without having that second person. Because when I'm calling, he'll be looking at chat, vice versa. But he'll be here at some point. For some reason, he just thought it started at 3, even though I told him yesterday it started at 2. You're doing great. Thanks, Brandon. I appreciate it. I just have fun with it. Either way. Like, I already messed up. They said a touchdown. I put penalty Pete back out. But it is what it is. I get excited sometimes and just click the button. I love football. Football is my favorite sport. And the XFL in general, I was super excited when this first started back up. And I told Cody I was diving 100% back into the XFL I'm going to be the go-to guy. That's what I'm trying to do. It'll be returned out from the 20, out about to around the 30, look like the 31 for the Roughnecks. And I thought the Roughnecks were going to be a little more dominant than they have been. They are 4-2 out of a 10-week regular season. And obviously they've been doing very well. But I thought they were going to be kind of like a DC Defenders type deal. Maybe only one, maybe no losses at all. Houston moving right to left on the screen with a handoff up the middle. Gain of nothing. Ball pops out well after he's down. That was number 26, Bryce. Wow, what a name. Aline? I don't know how to butcher his name. Just inside, or just under 4 minutes to go. Scramble by Silvers, and he'll slide down at about the 35. And immediately looking for a flag. He got a little high on the head, but it is what it is. Oh, hit him straight on the head. I'm surprised they didn't call that. Ball on the 33-yard line. 3rd and 8. Receiver spread out. Silvers staying in the pocket. Caught up the middle. Number 2. Cedric Bird, wide receiver. Just beautiful. Had a defender draped all over him, but Silvers put it exactly where he needed to. And I've been impressed with Silvers. He was one of the first games I watched in the XFL, and just to see how composed he is in the pocket is just impressive. Be a quick pass, tipped, almost picked off. That was Mike Hampton, got his mitts on it. He had his way with that ball. He was coming after the defender. Coming after the receiver. He could have picked it off, batted it away. He could literally whatever he wanted to do. And it'll be a handoff up the middle for a big gain. Still on his feet. Wow. Just weaved in and out of that defense all the way down, close to the 20-yard line. Whoa. Sorry, I had to wet my whistle. All the way down to about, looks like the 23-yard line. Fake handoff up the middle. Passed out to the outside. Bird again. Inside the 15, it looked like. They're moving this ball extremely well. 2nd and 1. A minute and a half to go in the first. Looks like it's the 13-yard line. Got a man in motion. It'll be a read option. He'll hand it off. Picking up the first down up the middle. Looked like Harvey was in there on the stop. Oh. See, that's what I need to be paying more attention of because I forgot McDonald was coming in too for Houston. I know Silvers. I haven't even looked at his number. And it'll be a handoff up the middle. Moving towards the top of your screen. Gain of about 3 yards. But yeah, Cole McDonald is also the quarterback for Houston. He's number 14. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention to how long number 14 had been in or if Silvers is even playing. I could check that out, though. And And that will be the end of the first quarter. Ball on the 10-yard line. Houston looking to put some points on the board. Oh, let's see here. Let's see if Silvers has been in. Play-by-play. It looks like McDonald has actually been the starting quarterback. I wonder if it'll tell me what happened to Silvers. If anybody knows why he's not playing. Because I thought he's been doing a pretty good job. Enough to keep that starting position. I mean, I'm not the coach, but McDonald. Well, yeah. I'll have to do some looking into that. But we are moving into the second quarter. St. Louis up 6-0 against Houston. Houston knocking on the door, trying to get some points on their side of the board. Looks like we're not dropping any frames. If you've liked the content so far, make sure you're subscribing to Sports Beast on YouTube and following us on Facebook as well. Only a handful more people, probably more than a handful, and we're reaching our first milestone on Facebook. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Trying to hit that one milestone at a time. We'll see what happens. But any of the support is always appreciated, no matter what platform it's on. If you do like sports content, I do offer it on, let me bring this up here. It's www.sportsbeast.wixsite.com/SB21. You can I put the videos that I put up on YouTube, I also put up on there. And I try to write a blog every week and have Cody write something every week. Just for a little bit of extra content for everybody. You can go check that out as well. But we're back to start the second quarter. Oh, he took a shot to the end zone and it looked like he got a hold. Penalty Pete coming back out on the play. Looked like he held him just before the end zone. Oh, he absolutely did pass interference on that play. Good job, Pete. That was Mike Hampton on the hold. And it was Justin Smith, the intended receiver. First and goal for Houston at the 1-yard line. Handoff up the middle. And he'll be stuffed. Could not get in. Max Borghi. I saw him. A lot of people had his picture up on social media comparing him to, I don't know why, but they were comparing him to Christian McCaffrey in the NFL. wow, again. All these crazy handoffs and pre-snap motions. It was a fake handoff, tried to go up the middle again, and just stopped at the 2, couldn't get any farther. It was impressive. Do you hear a whistle when I put Pete up? 3rd and goal for Houston. Looking towards the end zone. Pass. Touchdown. Holy cow. Sorry, I got that tickle in my throat. I knew that was going to happen. It was Deontay Burnett. At the bottom of your screen. Caught. Easy touchdown. I hate that. I hate that tickle in your throat that you can't do nothing about. Yep, heard the whistle. Sweet. Looks like Houston's going for 1. Pitched! And he missed it. Brought down by the big guy. Recovered by St. Louis. And it'll be a 6-6 game. This is the kind of game I expected between these two. I didn't expect nothing crazy. It could still happen, but I expected this to be, long drives, defenses on the field for a very long time between each of them. And just a hard-fought yardage is exactly what I thought about when I saw this on the schedule. Second quarter. Sorry, I'm just making sure everything's right. Second quarter, 6-6, because I know I will forget at some point. If there's something I can do better with the stream, just let me know in the chat. If it's something, I can add, it doesn't completely kill the stream as far as bogging it down and stuff. Absolutely, I'll add it. As long as it benefits me, as long as it helps benefit you, if it's something you want to see, absolutely. Looks like we're still doing alright. A bunch of frames dropped, but I don't know enough about that. Heather, you were watching it, or at least had it on. Do you know who won pickleball at least? Because that one dude he was very familiar to me. But like I said, I've never watched pickleball, so how do I know? I don't know if he was like a ex-tennis player or something. McEnroe. All I remember is that name is he's in Mr. Deeds. He's a character in Mr. Deeds. They're going to the third game. They were old tennis players. Okay, that's what I thought. I had to be. Yeah, I only know one game. I don't even know that Andre Agassi. Tennis is a sport that I never watched. Oh, and that's the first one I physically saw. There's a flag on the play because the ball did not reach the target, the target kick zone. And it looks like it's a 15-yard penalty. I don't know where they spot it though, because that's like I said, it's a rule that I haven't seen before. If the kickoff doesn't at least make the 20, it's a 15-yard penalty. I'm sure it's a safety thing. Oh, that ball goes all the way out to the other 45. St. Louis with excellent field position already. Look at tight formation. McCarron, looking at the top of your screen. It's Darius Shepard for a gain of about 5. But yeah, I'm not going to say I hate pickleball. It's just a game that I don't understand. Because obviously pickleball is a huge thing right now. But to be doing the XFL that dirty, ESPN, that's what makes me mad. 2nd and 5, ball on the 40-yard line. Battlehawks moving right to left. And McCarron will call a timeout. But yeah, that, like I was saying, that name, John McEnroe, I only know that name because of Mr. Deeds and how he was like a kind of a jerk in Mr. Deeds, but Deeds was hanging out with him. That's the only reason I know that name. And I thought he looked familiar. It was just like an older version of what I saw, which makes sense, obviously. Let's take a look at these standings while they're on a commercial. Seattle Sea Dragons, 2nd in the XFL North. I'm just going to say North. 2nd in the North. Again, like I said, kind of surprising because I think they started 0-4. I didn't think they were going to do it, but they really turned it on. Ben DiNucci, obviously one of the best quarterbacks in this league, who also has the most turnovers in the league. But, again, that'll happen when you throw the most. They also have Josh Gordon. Obviously, if you're an NFL fan, you know who Josh Gordon is. He is the could-have-been top receiver in his league. When he was in his prime, he could have been the top receiver in the league if it wasn't for, whatever they got him for. I think it was mostly marijuana. But he just could never stay away from it. He played a good stint with the Browns, and then after that, every team he was with, he played like half a season and then would get suspended. Battlehawks keeping it a tight race. They will. Let's see, if they win today, they will be 5-2, tied with Seattle. So really, all of these next few games, Seattle and Battlehawks, they're all must-wins. You can't drop any of these in fear of being kicked out of the playoffs. I thought the South was going to be a little tighter than it was. Houston Roughnecks, they're 4-2, top of their division. The South, Renegades and Brahma's season is not going great for them at 2-5. Renegades kind of hanging in there. I think they will end up making the playoffs. They're 3-4 right now, sitting in the number 2 spot. Guardians somehow got a win against the best team in the league, but they're 1-6, and the way that they play is it's mind-blowing how I don't even know the word for it, just how put together they're not. So I see the Roughnecks and Renegades going for the South, Defenders and Sea Dragons making a good statement for the North. But we'll get back into it. 12:50. Short pass, bobbled, dropped by, I think that's Hakeem Butler. It is. I get excited when I remember these names. He'll drop it for a 3rd and 5. The quarterback plays better. Why weren't the coaches playing the best players? It was hard for me to watch earlier in the season because the QBs were horrible. I mean, it's the first year back. These aren't NFL quarterbacks. If you compare it to the NFL, it's always going to be bad. But I do agree with you. It's just a different style of play. Caught at the top of your screen, it looks like Brian Hill, the running back, came out of the backfield to the top of your screen. But I agree, quarterback play is getting a lot better. But look at a team like the Defenders. They're completely well-rounded. They're the best running team in the league. Their quarterback play, they play anybody. They had a ton of. They were just trying out quarterbacks for a while there, which is what the first season's going to be about. AJ McCarron step back, scrambles, caught. Number 13 looks like Austin Proell. He'll bring it to about the 20. Couldn't watch earlier in the season because the quarterbacks were horrible. Yeah, and it depends on what teams you're watching too. Like I know. The Vipers, they've had a ton of quarterback struggle. When they made the change last week, it did get better. But it's just going to take they don't have a preseason to figure out who's in. It's week 1 and boom, they're ready to play. So a little shovel pass to number 22. He's running towards the top of your screen. He'll get a first down. 1st and 10. Looked like just on the inside of the 20. Look like about the 19. And I know a lot of people aren't going to like this league just because it's not the NFL. And I can't stand that. People think the NFL is going to be around for literally an eternity. But guess what? It's change. People don't like change. I get it. It's going to go away at some point. Maybe not be in my lifetime, but McCarron, empty backfield. He'll wind up, go for the end zone. Missed. You have the receiver stumble. Intended for Marcel again. And there's a flag. I wonder if they're going to get him for pass interference. Because it looked like he got tripped up, though. Here we go. That's actually one of the better ones. Oh, they might get him. Oh, I see it now. Holding on the jersey. Yep, pass interference. It was pass interference on the defense. Sean Davis, number 23. But I haven't said it in a while. I want the XFL to be just as big, if not bigger than the NFL. Just because the different things you could do with 2 big leagues would be phenomenal. This puts St. Louis on the 5-yard line, looking for the end zone. It's caught, but was he in? It looks like 8 men will be called down at the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal. St. Louis looking to put some more points on the board. And yeah, he just couldn't get the ball over, couldn't turn his body enough. This current drive, haven't ran the ball once. 6 pass plays, moved it 44 yards, thanks to the help of that penalty at the very beginning, the kickoff penalty. Looks like they're going to be looking at it. Looking at the spot of the ball. But for me it looked like... Oh, they're not looking at the spot. He must not have had it. He must not have had control of it. They'll bring it back out to the 5. Here we go. We'll get a look at it here. Oh, it did pop out. Got to survive the ground. Unbiased Cowboy. I didn't even notice that. I do like that name, though. That's a great name. Does anybody have a favorite team in the XFL right now? If you do, let me know. And why? I'm trying not to have one. I kind of already do, but I'm trying not to have just one team. McCarron, he'll load up again, looking for the end zone. Just over the hands of Aitman. Third and goal, just under 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Houston struggling to get this ball in the end zone. I'm sorry, St. Louis struggling to get this ball in the end zone. Looking for the end zone. Pressure coming. Caught. Went. He was behind a defender. Reached out in front of the defender to catch the ball. Hakeem Butler. Touchdown. I thought it was going to be picked off or batted away. 5-yard receiving touchdown by Hakeem Butler. It was a crazy catch. For those that are new, I'd like to see the Browns do better, obviously. I'm a Steelers fan. You can see over my left shoulder here. The fact that Hines Ward and Joey Porter are coaches of that team, I think is what is drawing me towards them. Looks like they'll go for 2. But like I was saying, if you're new to this team, I don't change the score until I figure out if they get the extra point as well. I do that for the NFL LiveCast too. Pressure coming in, super hot, easy. Hakeem Butler again over the middle. He's a tall dude. There was no way that defender had any reason to even be on the field at that point. That'll be 14-6. St. Louis in the lead again. But like I was saying earlier, I try not to have a favorite team. And I just told you about the Brahmas. That's why I'm kind of pulled towards them. But A.J. McCarron, like I was saying a while back, he is the reason they were this close to being my favorite team. For him to go back and say, I'm doing this. I want my kids to be able to watch me play. Is just phenomenal. Just basically not take an NFL paycheck just so his kids, so he can play the game he loves and have his kids see him doing it. It's just phenomenal. Karen, St. Louis fan here. We need a football team. Yo, the St. Louis that first home game, and I'd like to see the attendance for this one, even though it's not a home game. But home games in St. Louis have been going crazy. I absolutely love the fact that St. Louis is just all on board there. And obviously in NFL, you guys had the St. Louis Rams. But I like the it's going to sound mean, me saying it. I like the fact that you don't have an NFL team anymore because of what it's been doing for the XFL right now. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. Just under 8 minutes. Houston now with the ball. Sorry, I was more focused on chat. Be a quick pass over the middle. He'll pick up a first down. Cedric Bird again on that reception. As soon as I see it, I will let you know where they're placed at, because I was focused on chat for a little bit there. Looks like it's about the 30. Nope. This is the other 44-yard line. Moving the ball pretty good so far. He's looking over the middle again. Tipped off the fingertips of the receiver. Bird again, the intended receiver. Just couldn't reel it in. 7 minutes to go. It's almost halftime. Cody finally shows up.
My house burned down. Sorry, I wish I had that excuse. I just literally thought it was 3.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 44. Handoff up the middle. Moving towards the bottom of your screen. Good run. Still on his feet. Wow. You can push that back.
Been a good game so far?
Yeah, it's been exactly what I expected it. Borgie with a big run. So now Cody's here. I'm making the decision. Cody's calling the Roughnecks. I'm calling the Battlehawks. Chat has been going crazy.
Really?
It's been good so far. And I appreciate everybody for coming in. Don't leave. I'm not going anywhere. Make it sound like I'm into the stream.
Mary Josephine. There we go.
Your papers are there. Be a fake handoff. Oh, and just a terrible off the run throw. Just so you know, Silvers isn't playing. I haven't seen him all game. I thought he'd be in, but McDonald is in for the Roughnecks.
Okay. So,
Been moving the ball well.
what's up with Caleb Ellaby?
I don't know. I've only seen him play once.
Okay.
Maybe he's just like a third string backup.
All right. Got shotgun. Got a man back there with him. Oh, handoff up the middle, untouched for about 5. Gets 10 on the end.
This is the break my voice needed, guys. Because it's not like calling an NFL game. They're replaying every single play. You get a chance to slow down your talking.
Right.
This is just go, go, go.
Shotgun man back there with him. It's another handoff. This one gets stuffed at the line, if not a loss of 1.
Did you see this yet, Cody? Have you looked up the stream?
Not yet.
Take the stream on, put the sound on.
Damn.
Because I was hoping there wasn't a flag before you got here. You just go up. Yep. It doesn't matter. Facebook or YouTube, you can rewind. An NFL team anymore. You gotta scroll. Any point to where Pete shows up. That'll move Houston back to the 19-yard line. Still knocking on the door, though. 1st and goal. Just under 5 minutes to go. Passed to the top of the screen, number 10. It's a number I haven't seen. Justin Smith. I lied. I have seen it. So whenever Pete shows up, this is what I wanted to unveil when you got here, but...
You did it. You did it. You crazy son of a bitch, you.
Ball on the 13 and a half. A little draw action up the middle. Run play. Gain of 1. Right here. I was hoping there wasn't a flag. Yeah.
Nice, there you go. Perfect. Did you do what we were talking about?
No. I just downloaded the sound. It's 2 different buttons on the Stream Deck to the same hotkey. It plays perfectly.
No, like we said, also would be easier, but we were hoping you could do that. Nice.
Pressure coming in. Looked like he was hit.
Oh!
And it's still caught. Holy cow.
Definitely threw it up. That was a game of jackpot.
Travell Harris with the saving reception. That's scary as a quarterback.
Oof.
That ball went so far up. To see a ball stay in the air that long for
That
a quarterback,
long.
you're instant sweats.
You got cornerbacks on the ground just licking their lips.
Yeah.
25-yard attempt. Kick is up. It's good. I hate that view they give you. Dead on like that. It is good, though.
Kick is good, y'all. Houston, not the points they wanted, but the points they need to stay in the game. I say that with a grain of salt because the way their extra points are, it's so easy. Not easy, but it's so much more... what's the word I'm looking for? Likely that you come back from a bigger deficit. So that puts Houston 9, St. Louis 14.
You guys like what you're seeing? Go ahead and share the stream. That's what I'm working on doing right meow. I don't know what's going on with my phone, dude. I have not had internet the whole drive up here. I thought it was just
That's what it is.
driving, but...
He can't tell the time if you don't got the phone.
I didn't even look at my phone.
For those of you that are thinking I'm a weirdo for going crazy because I got a whistle sound, I've been working on trying to figure out how to put that whistle sound into OBS for literally a year now. I just had no idea how to do it. And I don't have people, that do this or are bigger than me that are doing this.
Right, we ain't got a team. It's us.
Yeah, so I have to figure it out all by myself.
We the team.
If I can't. And Google sucks for this stuff. Because you go type in how do you add sound on OBS, and it gives you articles from 10 years ago that have nothing to do with adding sound.
And I do love it because there are 20 different ways to get that job done, too. Yeah. There are 20 different ways. What's the easiest, what's going to take less time, and what's easier during the stream.
But the thing you have to focus on is how do you get the sound in, one, and two, how do you not bog down the stream once it plays the sound? Because that was my biggest fear. Once that whistle sound played, boom, we'd go all choppy and roboty.
Because you're inputting another video, essentially, yeah.
But I'm happy with that. Pete is still here with us with his new whistle.
That reminds me, before we leave, I want to look at your speeds. I just want to peek.
I mean, I'm playing everything right now. This is my CPU usage. Sometimes it gets up to like 31. 46 frames dropped, I was just looking at earlier. 60 frames per second, which is pretty standard for what we do.
It can go into your task manager.
I'm not doing that in the stream. That will bog it down. I just can't open another thing.
I wanted to look at your true speeds. I don't have access at work, and it bugs me because I'm not an admin.
Ball handled at the 15. Brought out to almost 30. Looked like 27. And yesterday was the first kickoff return successful kickoff return that I did see, which has been pretty sweet.
Cole McDonald, 8 for 14. What did it say,
71 yards.
And a touchdown.
Well, you have the XFL
stat page.
Yeah.
Corey's on it.
Oh, I had everything. I was ready for this one. Tight formation. Got a man in motion. Ball will be handed off up the middle.
Oh.
Look like, was that Brian Hill? For a gain of about 6.
A.J. Hendy getting a big hit on him, too.
I wonder how they're going to do the draft. Because, was it last year? Or at the beginning of this year, because they started over, they basically put everybody into a pile and drafted from that. I hope they don't do that every year. I hope they keep players, kind of like the NFL.
Like as in, these players enter the player pool with the rookies?
Handoff again. Up the middle. Brian Hill breaking a tackle, staying on his feet. Brought to about the 45-yard line.
Another Hendy stop. Stopped him from breaking open that secondary.
But, yeah, I don't want everybody to go back into the pool.
I think they should be their own pool. It should be their own pool. Let the rookies have their moment to shine with the NFL draft.
Oh, it looked like they wanted A.J. McCarron pressure coming in. He'll be sacked for a loss of 3. But no, I don't like McCarron. I don't want to see if he wants to play for St. Louis and St. Louis wants them to keep playing for them. Because that's how you eventually are
Wager
able
battle.
to offer more money. Exactly.
But is it going to be even fair? I think there should be a rule of how much the NFL could offer.
Well, I don't even care about the NFL.
Even to come over to them.
I'm just talking about within the league itself.
You wonder how XFL is going to do their draft.
Appreciate that whistle. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I do appreciate it because I can't do it in real life. I'm salty.
Yeah.
Salty. I can't whistle.
30 years old, man can't whistle.
That's all I could muster. To me, it sounds like a whistle. Everyone else just says I'm blowing cold air.
Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I don't... And we talked about this before. I don't want... Obviously, it's going to happen, but I don't want the NFL to pull from the XFL, but with the money that they can offer, it's going to happen. But for the people that do want to play in the XFL, I don't want them to go back and get redrafted by a different team. You know what I mean?
Oh, you think
that
that
would
it should
that'd
be
like
it should be legacy?
It would be like throwing Aaron Rodgers back in the draft and saying, "All right, you're playing for Chicago now."
Yeah, it depends on what their contracts are right now. They're all 1 years. You know what I mean?
I was thinking that too. Like,
are they all on a 1 year contract?
but even then, you should have the ability to re-sign them
Yeah.
for minimum another
It should
year.
all work just like the NFL. I mean, theoretically, that's obviously they have a players' union to shape it toward what the players want. XFL is going to have their own union to try to shape and barter, just like any other union.
Yeah, but I because last year, who did he play for? I'm trying to think. Teamu. He played for...
Jordan Teamu.
Who was it? Sea Dragons? I can't remember, but he played for a different team. So I'm hoping that they don't push everybody back in the pool, divvy up teams. Because then you'd have to relearn, like...
systems and stuff.
If you like Josh Gordon, you're probably going to like
It's going to boost him in the draft again just for that team.
Exactly. So But if you like the Sea Dragons, next year, if he gets drafted by the Vipers, you'd have to watch the Vipers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you watch it for the player, not just the team, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like, it creates a fan base, a consistent fan base.
All right, I got another intriguing question. There's a lot of questions already.
I have one for you. 44.5 is the over/under.
Oh.
You came in late. You got the good seat for the bet.
Was it 6:14 right now? That's a 20.
It's 9:14.
Okay, 9:14. That's 23 right now before half. It usually kicks up a little bit after half. I'd have to look really into these teams to see what kind of second half teams they are.
Just based off of what you've seen.
Based off what it is, yeah, I'd take an over.
Oh, I said under.
44?
Yeah, 44.5.
And right now it's at 23. Still got some time left.
You said it ramps up, but also defense ramps up too.
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean. I'd have to really look at these teams, but I would say over right now. Corey's saying under.
AJ McCarron in the under center, and shotgun wherever he's at. He'll be
another
brought down
one.
quick.
Bring up the DJ Khaled one.
Khaled over
That's
here.
another thing we're rolling out right now. Hopefully you guys appreciate this one. I'm just kidding. Another one.
Wow, defense had everybody locked down on that one. 3rd and 17, a minute and a half to go in the first half. For those of you who don't know how half work, I'm going to put up a screen. We're going to go get a drink, whatever have you. We'll be back as soon as halftime, as soon as the second half resumes. AJ McCarron, quick pass down towards the bottom of your screen, and he'll be almost gets the first down. Number 84, Jake Sutherland.
About a yard or two shy. Would you go for it here? 4th down, time winding down. You don't. St. Louis, you don't want to give the ball back to Houston to try to hurry up and make. I'm surprised Houston isn't taking a timeout.
Yeah,
maybe they know St. Louis is going to go for it. Let's just keep them to a field goal right now.
I take a timeout anyway. Do they have any? I can't see.
They have 3. Looks like.
It looks like it. Looks like they have all three of them.
That's what I mean. Why would they not be taking one? Oh, and a deep
Oh, and he'll
shot.
go deep.
Oh, good defense.
McCare and Hakeem
They
Butler
both had
looking for a flag.
stood the same exact way. Sean Davis coming in from over the top to help break that up. Looked like a good throw, too.
28 seconds. Houston gets the ball back on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that was the 4th down attempt. He wouldn't have came down with it, even with the catch.
No, Butler needed to make an amazing play, and it just wasn't there.
Looked like Blandino's looking for any type of pass interference.
Well, I'm sure he looks at it, 1, on every play. 2, I don't
see it.
I don't see anything.
Real time, that'd be insanely hard to call.
I mean,
See
it
what
was
I mean?
great defense.
I mean, granted, we don't have that ref's view standing
Oh,
right
that's
down
what-
in front of it
that's
the
why
whole
he's
time.
looking at it. Battlehawks challenged it.
Okay.
So they get one challenge a game, assuming that they do have a timeout. You can challenge any play, spot of the ball, if there was pass interference or a penalty, if there wasn't a penalty or pass interference.
Look at the timing. Incredible timing. It was literally simultaneous even when they slow it down. You cannot call this. You can't call it after it was called a non to begin with. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, you can't overrule what was already out there.
Well, you can. That's the point of the challenge.
But, I mean, like, that is so close.
Something this close, I don't know how even slow-mo
like-
you call it.
Just like the NFL, it has to be definitive proof that it was missed or stands.
It was just so close.
Yeah.
You can't call anything. Anything other than what you've seen. Even slow-mo, everything hit. Defender hit, came at the ball, and the ball hit his hands at the perfect time.
Like I said, I hate using that word, but definitive. There was no definitive proof that there was any interference. It's officiated real time. I didn't know that. So Roughnecks have a chance on first. They're taking it deep.
Oh, picked off! Battlehawks!
Had a guy wide. Had him wide open. He had Deontay Burnett wide open, and it's an overthrow straight into the arms of
Chris Cooper.
Woo!
Just overthrew him.
Oh.
Maybe he ran the route just a hair. No, he just overthrew him. It sailed,
Yeah. Like I
sailed
said,
on him.
it was emotional roll. Oh! Does that ball move? Not. They're going to look at it again. Watch. Oh, they called it incomplete.
Oh, they did.
Ruled incomplete. Houston has another chance. Lone man, he gets pressured. Up and left in the pocket, gaining 5. Turning nothing into something. Getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
Does Nate, how do you say his name? Medors? Not the DB not giving up any yardage for the quarterback.
That dude.
That guy there. He's number 26. I don't know how to say his name.
Meters?
That's what I'm thinking.
I would simplify it.
That's
the best way.
my problem. I always try to.
You can't.
The hardest way to pronounce a word. That's me.
It's not too much ignorance when the community would probably go with it too. So I'm claiming it. They say ignorance is bliss. So
I'm a happy man.
it looks like they're just cashing it in. Houston, 8 seconds left on 3rd down. Run up the middle. That's a white flag for the half.
Cody's ready for halftime. He is exhausted from all the work he's put in so far.
I need to wet my whistle.
I said that.
I think Pete's had more work on that whistle today than I have.
Oh, God, that's funny.
Those people should be fighting. Give us a show for halftime.
No, see, that's the dumbest thing ever. Just go and enjoy the game.
You put a box in there for 2 opponents' fans to fight.
Just
Collect a little bit of money. Yeah!
Take bets.
Have a ref and a doc there, dude. You know how much money that would probably generate? For real, though.
Oh, God. Just like
Just
a
be
little
able to...
6x6.
Everyone
wrestling
entering within the arena gets a flag. You can challenge someone. Just That dude's drinking too much.
Yeah.
He's being obnoxious. He said a lot of bad things about my team.
Yeah.
Settle this in the ring, bud.
I like the way your kid looked at me.
There'll be weight classes, so I mean the kid would have to be a little chunkier to step in the ring, but I mean weight classes are weight classes.
False start. Houston. How'd you get 10 seconds on the clock now? It was 8.
That's what I was gonna say.
False start on Houston. Just kneel it out. You have 10 seconds left.
They're milking this.
4th and 8. Oh, and it's just kneel it. Jeez.
If they kneel it, then the play stops because it's a turnover on downs, other team's ball.
What? No. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
Man, just
Turnover on downs, other team's ball at 6 seconds. Is this field goal range for St. Louis already?
I hope so. Looks like 1st and 10. St. Louis will take over. Ball was passed out of bounds.
I don't know why he was staying
McDonald
out there. It was
staying
4.
in.
Like they converted it.
He overturned the call or something.
We feel bad. We're just going to give him a couple more downs.
So, yeah, his toe did get in. You were 10 foot out of bounds.
Yeah, I was going to say not even close.
No, you're a little ways off.
Yeah, I was going to say there's... I mean, they do have one timeout, quick pass, out route, long boot. If they make this boot, that guy's going to the NFL.
Yeah.
Because they're dead.
Brad Wing.
49-yard.
That name is familiar to you, right? In the
Brad
NFL?
Wing.
Brad Wing, punter.
Brad King. No.
Not King.
No.
Don't change letters. Pass to
Timeout.
Hakeem Butler. No.
Nobody was yelling. Nobody was coming down the
Looks
field
like no
screaming.
time on the clock.
I'm sure they'll look at it.
Because that didn't seem like it took 6 seconds. To...
No, it didn't. There was 2 seconds when he was going down on the turf, so I figured someone's going to be right there at the ref, like any chance he can get.
Nobody's heading to the locker room, so there must be time. You got 1 second on the
This
clock.
10 seconds has stretched out to 3 minutes.
The biggest... See if you can go to the roster real quick and see what Hagman's longest is. Oh, he might have 2 seconds on the clock.
That's what I mean. Like, it was close. There had to be someone ready.
You're killing me.
Dude, I don't know where to go on the site. Hagman's long. 59-yarder. Lined up on the left hash. Winter slightly to the left. The kick is up. The kick is good. It's got the distance.
Go down. Wow, Houston being able to put...
What number is he?
He's a kicker punter. He should be up top, right here, somewhere in here.
Hagman.
Right there. 50. What was that? A 59-yarder? 57-yarder?
You can't even.
But St. Louis, to be able to put points on the board that quick, oh, you can't click nothing?
No, that's what I mean.
Jesus.
Like, this thing is real finicky what you do.
$16-9. St. Louis in the lead.
There we go, boy. Donnie Hagman. Stats right there.
It says Donald on my sheet. Like, why would it say differently on there?
Donnie? Maybe that's what he goes by.
That's weird, though.
Looks like he's played
All right.
college for quite some time.
So we are going to take a minute. 17. Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Thank you.
Nice. Good call. What's that, 26 now? 26 now at half.
So we are going to take a minute. We're going to step away during halftime. We're going to do a little bit of research on Hagman. Hopefully we'll find something. Stick around. We'll be back as soon as halftime's over. We're getting ready to jump back into... I still have the thing that says the kick is good, but that was to remind me that the last kick from Hagman to put 3 for St. Louis before going into halftime was his longest kick of his XFL career. By... Oh, you don't have it on there
Football
anymore.
career, I do believe. His old was 54.
Yeah, football career by 5 yards.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was the longest I could find of him in college, obviously.
XFL career, I
Donnie
don't
Hagman.
remember. But we are coming back. Let me get rid of this now that the kick ain't good no more. We are now in the third quarter. St. Louis up 17-9.
I don't know if you talked about this earlier, but both teams 4-2. St. Louis road dogs right now. They're 3-1 in the away column, 1-1 at home. To whereas the Roughnecks 4-2 as well. They're the home dogs, undefeated at home, and 1-2 in away. So
And getting the kickoff is Ezekiel Elliott.
it looked like it, yeah. They're only down by 8 points. That's one possession.
Easy. Yeah. Touchdown and a 2-pointer. You got it tied up.
The difference between these 4-2 teams is St. Louis is in third.
Oh, he must have punt.
I was
Quickly
wa-
gets it back.
I was wondering what happened. Oh, it may have helped him. He found a hole for a second. He stays down longer than you'd like.
Lee brought it out past the 30-yard line after what I thought was going to be terrible. But it bounced right back into his hand. He is quick, too.
Oh, it bounced off the floor. I thought it bounced straight off his chest up into the air.
No, it's called the ground, not the floor.
There's floor underneath that fake grass, okay?
But he is a quick dude. And this is Cody's calling.
Oh, number 22 to the outside, about 7 yards it looked like.
Houston now moving from the right to the left of your screen.
Max Borghi. Is that how they say it?
I think so.
Borghi. Third down. Roughnecks converting 3 of 6. Battlehawks 4 of 5. Each of them with 1 turnover. Time of possession. Seahawks favored by 2 minutes. Battlehawks. And a shotgun throw is a quick pass. He catches it, but he did step back willingly with a forward progress. Keep him across the first, and it will.
They're marking it, yeah. So Cedric Byrd, the go-to receiver of the day so far for Houston.
Cedric Byrd, the XFL player. Don't get it confused with Larry Bird.
Yeah, considering he's like 70.
Hey, it's a common...
And a basketball player.
Another shotgun play. He drops back. Well, Farmer Mac throws it behind his receiver. You don't feed the hogs that way.
Oh, and he took a hit. Who was it? Number 10? Number 80?
Yep. Number 80
Ben
down.
Putman took a shot from Willie Harvey.
Oh, yeah. Hands up. Reaching back for the ball. Took a shot right to the ribs. Either that or he's got to poop. We've seen this before. Lamar Jackson, Paul Pierce. Clench your stomach, you walk off, you come back better than ever. Give him 10 minutes. But no, that was definitely because he got hit in the ribs.
Just to clear things up.
Yeah, I think I just want to make it known for people that aren't watching and just listening. I'm sure he's injured, not actually needing to make a bowel movement. Farmer Mac, fake handoff. Another short throw. It's a slant. It's a first down. We caught the ball. Number 5. It is.
Is it 6?
Is it Terrell Harris? Yes, 6. Number Terrell Harris. Travell.
We'll get these names
You
right
see
at
both
some
those
point.
names on the screen? I couldn't pronounce either of those. Good thing I don't have to shout them out. First and 10. Ball at the 45 in their own territory. It is a handoff, this time to the left. He's taking it to the outsides, up the middle for 8 yards. What a great first down.
I like this because they're going back to what worked in the first half. They're not doing too much passing, but they're getting the ball to their playmaker and letting him work.
Number 26, Bryson Allen. Elaine?
I did the same thing.
Whoop. Yep, you know. I'm going to say Allen. Shotgun. Got a running back with them to his right. 3 wide receivers to the top of your screen. Fake handoff. It's a screen. Wide receiver screen to the right, and he's swallowed behind the line for a loss of probably 2. Bringing up 3rd down and 3 to go.
Again, Cedric Bird.
Caw.
That was
3 and 5 to go.
The Battlehawks. I've seen a lot of signs that have been saying, like, call is law. It's good, but it's...
I specialize in bird law.
Yeah. It's aviation law.
Aviation law, yes. This time, Max Borgi. You know him. For a loss of 3, they're pushed back to a 4th and 8. That's another failed 3rd down conversion, and it'll get them off the field. We seeing some leg
action?
We are. I don't think it's quite close enough. I think they pushed them back, actually, out of field goal range. Because they were at the 45, loss of 8.
I know, but we haven't
53.
seen some real leg action.
Ooh, yep, there we go. Some punt leg action. It's fair. Come on. The dude's scared.
Pro L. That's why I love this dude.
He's always a character out here, that's for sure.
He's just putting on a show.
He had three guys barreling down on him, and you know their job is to stomp, yell, try to get him to muff that punt so they can get it. And Pro L wanted to tell him that their acting chops were garbage. Because obviously you wait for a fair catch. You can't touch him. And if you do, thank you.
AJ McCarron takes over at the 16-yard line, moving left to right. 1 receiver at the top, 1 at the bottom. Man in motion, moving to the top of the screen. Hakeem Butler caught at the 20, top of the screen. He'll be brought down immediately.
AJ.
I love when you recognize the names real quick, like their numbers that you've been saying and numbers that you're used to.
Oh, yeah, it comes easy
because,
then.
Yeah, it's easy. AJ McCarron, 16 of 23. Why does it go so fast? Bring up his stats.
I was just about to do that.
Tight formation, 1 man in the backfield. Slight man in motion, bunch of blocking. Run up the middle for a gain of 3. AJ McCarron, that's not today.
Oh, you wanted today's stats?
I want to see
brought
how
up career
so far, yeah.
this season.
Yeah, I kind of already talked about it, but I have a list of them too that we'll talk about here in a little bit.
Okay.
10 minutes to go in the third quarter, 3rd and 4. Okay.
AJ McCarron, 16 for 24, 144 yards and 2 touchdowns today.
Ball in the 22. McCarron drops back. Pressure coming over the middle. Just overthrown. Could not get the ball to Steven Mitchell.
4th and 4. That dude's rocking with his nub out. The kid has the rest of his leg. I don't know what's going on here. What is happening?
They just said it too. Like, I don't know what it. I don't know what it. I've never seen that before.
Out of context, this looks wild.
4th and 4. Couldn't do nothing on that drive for the Battlehawks. And again, we'll get some leg action.
Leg action. What that guy's missing.
That's messed up. Ball handled at about the 30. Brought down at about the 31.
Beautiful picture, though. Just hand the leg to your kid. What was the storyline behind that? Veteran? What?
I have no idea.
Oh. It's the best thing you're going to see all day.
I'm so confused. Oh, did I tell you pickleball? I'm going to get so mad again.
Corey was on his own rant? Yes.
Pickleball.
Go on.
Enough said. No, pickleball was going on before the game, and I had it on just to be ready for the stream. Got on about 20 minutes towards to the stream. I'm live. I got the stream on, the streaming soon thing. Pickleball goes into like overtime.
Yeah, it's 2023 World Series pickleball tournament.
No. I'm so mad. I can't even form sentences. But you know how when you're mad, you have to be moving. Like, you have to be touching
feel
something.
Like it's wasted time? Yeah.
Stream's on. I'm, like, fidgeting with everything, just trying to rant about pickleball going into overtime. Because I walked up there, I was like, Cody's not coming, like, yet. Pickleball's going into overtime. I'm live.
I apologize for missing out on that pickleball, guys.
Oh, my God. I was so mad. and then halfway through, I'll scroll back up the comments. I started talking about it. I was like, well, did they even win? Who won? I have to know now.
You were watching it and didn't even know who won?
Well, I stopped. This is ESPN Plus. I had to sign up for ESPN Plus because pickleball went to overtime. And they would not. It's like,
Fair enough.
The 1 o'clock game goes into overtime.
Yeah.
So you're now 8 minutes into the 4 o'clock game.
Yeah.
That's what this was. I missed the whole first drive.
Wow, okay.
I was so mad. Look at this comment. Like, seriously.
The match is over. Now color commentary for pickleball.
I was like, we literally just talked about commentating pickleball until we could get on.
That's funny.
Oh, God.
You got a lot of new chatters in here I've never seen. Nice.
Yeah. I don't know
Good.
who this person is, but they came in clutch. I guess there's a streaming site. But I'm not bogging down this computer anymore.
Nice.
So.
Good job, dude. Always shout them out. Next time, direct message that, though. Don't get them out too public. They get shut down. It's a sad truth to it, though.
Yeah, Cody's the master of
where to go, what you want to watch.
I'm just going to say streaming.
Yeah.
Cole McDonald and Houston will take over.
Houston taking over. 9 minutes left. Still down 8 points.
Ball in the 32.
Farmer Mac in shotgun.
Yo, I love that.
Running back to his right. It's handing it off.
It's handing it off.
It's handing it off. It as in the farmer.
Yeah.
Look at this farmer, though. You got your running backs. There's your workhorses right there. You're throwing around literal pigskin. I mean, come on.
It's not literal pigskin.
You're in the trenches with the dogs. There's a farm out there.
It's synthetic leather. They don't make footballs out of pigskin anymore.
I like to think they do. The babes out there being tossed around.
Oh, pressure almost got to him. And batted away by number 27. Whose number I don't have. Mike Rose.
Mike rose to the occasion, that's for sure.
It was just a bad throw. He didn't even have to rise to anywhere.
Bad throw, good pun, though. You know what I'm saying?
What'd you say? Good punting?
Good pun.
Oh.
Mike rose
bad
to the
throw,
occasion.
good punting.
There will be after this failed 3rd and 8 conversion. They need a successful one right here.
Battlehawks 4 on the line, 1 creeping in. He'll stay back.
Pressure. Farmer's out on the right. He's looking. He's past the line of scrimmage. Can he get to the first? He does.
McDonald with the crazy legs. I thought it was blown up.
Oh, so did I.
For him to be able to extend that is amazing.
Literally a second in, I thought it was over. He was stumbling backwards.
Who was that? 29 on the pressure was that. Silas Kelly. Oh, he stepped out.
Oh.
Like 4 yards short.
They can get this hike off. It does not matter. It does. Another farmer coming in clutch. Overthrow, but the main thing is they don't review that play. 2nd and 10.
Well, the
Aim for
St. Louis
Burnett.
don't have a challenge, so.
Yeah, true. Right here it is. Fake handoff. He drops back. Nope, wrong play.
Oh, that ball got tipped?
I don't know if it did. I didn't see it affect the trajectory. McDonald in shotgun. Man back there with him. He goes back to pass.
Just a terrible
Bad
throw. Just
man.
a miscommunication. McDonald beating his chest saying, my bad. My fault.
It is his bad. He shouldn't have woke up so early milking them cows and feeding them chickens.
Jesus,
you kidding
Cody.
me? I'm going to hammer this farmer joke into the ground. Just like the
What?
Battlehawks defense is trying to do. Hammer that farmer. Get after McDonald.
There was a player I did the same thing with. I don't remember what it was, though. It was like one of the
Oh, I do remember. The fucking... It was
Brock Purdy.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a very punny episode.
Oh, McDonald goes down, but they're going to get him for a late hit.
Late hit or roughing?
That probably...
Because he threw him. He kind of threw him down.
You can get him for either one, though.
They're talking. Look at this ref getting their number.
Relax with that. Dude's like 85.
Guys don't change. See? No flag.
Did they not call anything? I think they could have, mainly because he hit his head, you know?
Yeah, when he came down.
Yeah, right there.
Oh. See the whip? Boom. That's what I thought they were flagging. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but...
They're celebrating. A little
Good
bit of
job.
leg action.
Yeah.
Oh! He jumped. There's no way he didn't jump. Handled. Austin to 25. 30. And he'll be brought down.
They're not flagging that?
I guess not.
That's a close call. It's going to be a good one. Let's go over some stats. A.J. McCarron, like I had already mentioned, continuing, trying to add on to that 144 and 2 touchdowns, where Brian Hill, the main back today for St. Louis, 6 for 28. No pay dirt. Hands team, Darius Shepard, 4 receptions, 35 yards. Hakeem Butler, 4 for 27 and a touchdown. And Jennings, 2 for 26 and 1 touchdown.
Can you go to the full team's player stats of quarterbacks?
The league?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, real fast.
Don't read Cole McDonald's, though, yet.
Okay.
Because I have a thing that I'm about to put up.
Okay. Want me to go just to the teams then?
Yeah, if you want to read everybody else's, you can.
I'll wait till you do that and continue on with that.
Okay. So while he's doing that, I just want to talk about, I hit it on it a little bit, the best quarterbacks in the league right now. 2 of them I thought were going to be in this game. But, where are you at? Right here. But let's take a look at them. Ben DiNucci, obviously best quarterback in the league. As of right now, just over 1,500 yards, 146 completions, both of which are first in the league, but he does lead the league in turnovers at 13. A.J. McCarron for the Battlehawks, second in yards, second in completions at 131, first in touchdowns with 14. He leads the league in, it says sacks, but getting sacked with 20 sacks. And that was before this game started. Brandon Silvers, who I thought was going to be playing, but isn't for some reason. He is on paper, the 3rd best quarterback in the league. 1,300 yards, 123 completions, 11 tied for second with Ben DiNucci. He has the most successful 40-plus yard plays. But since we do not have him, we do have... Where is he? If he's even... I see him. Cole McDonald. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's 11 in yards with 295. I'll let Cody read off the rest of his stats.
295 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interceptions on the season for Farmer McDonald.
So hasn't got a lot of playing time. Like I said, I don't know why Silvers isn't playing, but he's been doing all right. Again, they're doing a lot of they have a lot of trust in their running back, and they're using him very well, and you can see why he's done amazingly. But they've kind of kept it a ground game most of the game so far.
We just talked about Farmer Cole's season stats. Let's get into this game alone. 11 for 23, 84 yards, a touchdown, and an interception.
A.J. McCarron, lone in the backfield at the 30, left to right of the field. Don't know if I said it. Going left to right on your TV screen. Steps up in the pocket, and he'll take off. Tries to do a little stiff arm. He got grabbed. Brought down at about the 39. Second down. Proel getting almost that handsy. A little chippy.
You're going to catch a case.
Oh, injury timeout. He was
McCarron?
pulled down a little hard by McCarron.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, watch, he jerks his arm.
Yeah. Oh, landing on that shoulder.
Yeah. That's rough.
Oh, yeah.
I have not seen any of the backups play. Nick Tejano or Manny Wilkins. But McCarron is walking off, helmet off. Tejano warming up.
That's going to be a big hit for St. Louis. What I would say is the best quarterback in the league right now.
They have
walking
a cool
off.
medical tent.
Yeah, they do. Look like a transformer.
Stupid blue tarp tent from the NFL.
Right.
That's like as big as this table.
It fits a table and one person.
See if he's had any playing time. Nick Tejano. I don't think he has. Tejano coming in for McCarron. I expect a lot of ground game. And it will be read option, handoff, up the middle, left middle, and he'll stay on his feet.
Yep. First snaps for Tianu. Well, stats.
This one?
Yeah.
Yep. We'll see how he does. McCarron, he's out of the tent, though.
Karen coming right back out. He said, no, don't let him throw. Don't let him throw.
Ball on the 46-yard line. Tejano alone in the backfield. Man in motion to the top of your screen. 2 receivers at the bottom. And he hit the out route on the seam. Number 9. Complete. To somebody I don't even have on here.
Javonte Beckett on the coverage. Great coverage. Better catch.
Oh, pressure came in off that blind side. Tejano took a shot.
They're fixing A.J. McCarron's helmet right now. He was arguing earlier, upset he couldn't get right back onto the field when he wanted to.
Tejano fake handoff,
Ooh.
almost intercepted. Intended receiver, Proel.
Emmanuel Ellerby right there at the line of scrimmage to just jump up and be a body in the way. I don't know if he quite tipped it, but...
And a sigh of relief from St. Louis fans. McCarron coming back.
Tiano storming off the field. I'm just kidding. I don't know if he's storming. I'd be mad, though. 3 throws and you're back out. That's when you're like, man, I was just heating up.
3 receivers at the top, 1 at the bottom. How do they know what play they're running? That's crazy.
They're guessing. Watch. See, he didn't do that play.
Brian Hill on a little wheel. Gain of 2 yards.
Brian Hill chirping to Brewer.
See, I don't like that. They both chirped at each other while they were on the ground. They stand up like, good job, buddy.
Right, yeah. Oh, what, you want something? You think you're big boy? Good job, man. Let's go. Respect.
3.5 minutes left to go in the third. That'll bring up 4th and 4. We're seeing the most leg action we have all day.
Looks like that under's going to hit.
Oh, I thought he was going to get hit. He called a fair catch at the 10 and had to run to the 25 to catch it.
Mike Rose was streaming in that play. He would have taken his head off if there was contact.
We do have a little bit of news. Let me get my schedule out while we're waiting.
It's mailed on.
We did decide on a game for next week. Houston versus Roughnecks versus the Brahmas next week at 3 o'clock. And then we are also going to be considering the next couple weeks calling USFL games, depending on how playoff contention boils down. Go ahead.
After a short completion, picking up about 5 on the play to wide receiver Bryson Allen again. Running back Bryson Allen, sorry. Farmer Mac, 2nd and 4 in shotgun. Allen to his right again. 2 receivers on each side. It's a handoff right up the middle for about 2. Bring up 3rd down, 3rd and short. Let's see if they can convert this one.
See, even they messed up. They put Bruce Gradkowski up there. That's not Bruce Gradkowski.
Yeah. Now they got the right one.
See, it happens to everybody.
We be humans.
The only problem is I don't get paid for it.
Right. This time in trips formation at the top of your screen, a lone receiver to the bottom, another shotgun with a wide receiver to his right pocket. Steps back to throw, slant to the right side, outermost receiver. It's caught. Beckett. Sorry. No. Wrong side. Yeah, Burnett. That was Burr something.
Deontay Burnett.
Yeah, you got Burnett, Beckett.
Good open field tackle. And he says, get that leg out of here, Sebastian, with the stop.
Attempting a pass out to the left side behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like they mustered up 1.
I like the difference in directions when I call versus you call. You say left and right. I say top and bottom.
I'm trying to start saying top and bottom, too. 2 receivers on each side. Man in the backfield. It's a handoff. Stop behind the line.
I didn't like that sell. Like it.
The Seattle line just downhill.
St. Louis.
What'd I say?
Seattle.
Oh, jeez, dude. I said Seahawks
got
earlier,
Seahawks
too.
on
Yeah.
the brain.
St. Louis Battlehawks. Another 2-and-2 wide receiver formation. Shotgun, wide receiver in the right pocket. Trying to figure out the best way to word it.
Pressured. Oh, and he got hit. Number 39, Chris Cooper with the stop.
It's a good thing that ball went to the turf because there wasn't a single receiver within 10 yards of where it was aimed.
4th and 10. Let's get a little bit of leg action.
A little bit. We've had a lot of it. Let's start getting some pay dirt now. Let's go. We're trying for that over.
Cody's trying. I know the over's not going to hit it.
Kick is up. Proel back.
Good punt. Handled at about the 17. Run to the top of your screen. Lowers his shoulder. Loses a helmet. Where did that come from?
Whose helmet was that?
Both of them still have it on. You all right there, dude?
I don't know where that thing came from.
Proel got up wobbly.
Like they landed on a random helmet sitting there.
Yeah, like who left their helmet on the field?
Gets it out to about the 26-25. There was the body slam right there. That was definitely a body slam. It looked like a WWE move for a minute.
Oh, if this was the NFL,
that's flags all over the place.
Yeah. You would have had fans throwing flags on the field.
Or bottles.
Yeah.
No, that's cups now.
Yeah. While they're on a break, if you like sports content, make sure you're liking, subscribing, following, whatever you have to do to show me a little bit of love on the channels, Facebook and YouTube, Sports Beast. Make sure you go check us out. Getting better, getting bigger every day. Also, Cody does sports content just as good as I do, if not anybody else. Ballers on a Budget, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you gotta do, show him some love. Also, there's a little bit of gaming on that channel as well. Tell him what you got coming up.
Draft Turnapalooza. 30 teams. 3v3 league. Huge tournament. First commercial will be next week for sure.
Beautiful.
I'll at least get a commercial out there. I'm just building the bank right now.
Also, if you're a gamer, you like watching people game, whatever it may be, The Graveyard on Facebook and YouTube. Tons and tons of content out. He's a gamer. He live streams, records his videos. Just always putting out content, no matter if it's 4 videos a day or one big one. He's always got something sweet to be watching. Make sure you check him out as well.
I'll make that commercial, and if you want, we can try to plug it during the stream next week.
That's fine.
If it won't bog it down too much or whatever, but
No, I had all those other ones on there.
Okay.
That's fine.
because I think I have enough content now to where I can go through, snip up some big dunks, big plays, good commentation moments.
Yeah,
Commentation, is that a word?
No. Commentary.
Good commentary moments.
Good commentation.
You add that T-I-O-N on a bunch of words, you sound smart.
Yeah.
We did not finish the Roughnecks stats so far in the game, which I wanted to hop back to. We did Farmer Max, but not the rest of the team. Oh, I already passed it. Well. Why can I not swap teams? You know, normally there's... See that? Normally there's a tab up here to swap teams.
Hit refresh. Command R.
It's your command button.
Bottom, fourth one over.
Oh.
No, that's good. Got a man in motion moving to the top of your screen. Battlehawks take over, complete down towards the bottom. Gain of about maybe 1.5.
We'll get you those stats in a little bit.
Yeah. And we're still not done. I haven't seen a big pass play from McCarron since he's been back. We'll see what that play looks like and how that ball comes off of that shoulder.
Which one was it? Was it his throwing shoulder?
I'm trying to think. If he was turned around, it was his left.
No.
No.
Ooh,
Complete number 84 down at the bottom of your screen.
He can throw bullets.
Jake Sutherland. Yeah, bullet was fine.
It was
Good.
beautiful on a string.
3rd and 2. It's 4th. I forgot to change. We started talking about other stuff.
He's a minute late.
I know. Dang it.
Dadgummit.
Just trying to keep mishaps to a minimum. Two receivers at the bottom. Got a man in the backfield. 8 yards deep. Got another man coming down to the bottom of your screen. Handoff up the middle. Did he get enough for the first down?
It did look like he was across finally.
The way he's running, he's on the line. Will they give it to him?
Houston brought everyone forward. They were crashing no matter what. They were playing the sticks
That
for sure.
spot is short.
The spot is short. Look at yeah. It will be reviewed regardless. I do not believe it's going to be this close, and they're just going to let it roll. Waiting for Houston to challenge. The only ones with the challenge.
Why would Houston...
If they rolled it good, you know what I mean? Like, be like, no, let's look at it again. But I think they got it. But it's short, yeah. Wow. Surprising.
I mean, like, come on, man. If I'm standing here, it's over.
I'm usually 99.9999% of the time not wrong, but I could be. We'll see.
4th and 1, you go for this. I don't give up that quarter of a yard.
I know. You're inches.
You put the hands in the ball of Brian Hill and let him
They're
let him
punting.
run.
They're punting.
They are pretty close.
If they they failed, it's instant field goal range for Houston.
Oh!
They're swapping it up. They're stepping in. They are running a play. Maybe they're not.
Nope.
They're swapping it again.
Try to draw them off.
Oh, I seen some movement for a second, but they're not going to call it.
Good punt.
Oh, he muffed it
at the 20.
Finds a hole, gets out to about the 28. After the illegal stretch, the 29. And there is a flag.
Did he get offsides? That was probably holding.
I love when they do that. They're already laying down. It'll just wiggle forward. I was right here.
Lunge.
Yeah. It's like that thing you do in backyard football where no one's looking. You just nudge the ball forward a little bit. Whoa, is that mom calling?
Unsportsmanlike conduct on 51 Harvey. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I'd be mad if I was him, too, though.
Just get punched in the back of the head by somebody.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if he didn't get tossed.
Yeah. That's a swing at the back of the head. Helmet on or not.
Almost inexcusable. What about the other guy? He was perfectly fine. Like, at what point do we start looking at the guy who... pressure comes in. Sacked by number 56, Travis Feeney.
McDonald saying, what can he do back there? He had 1.2 to throw.
Good spin move.
Feeney. Remember Boy Meets World?
I was waiting for you to say something about it.
I was like, where do I know that name?
Yeah.
2nd and 17, as if they haven't struggled on third down conversions. They're setting themselves up for a failure right now on this drive. 2 and 2, wide receivers on each side. Steps back to throw. He heaves it 30 yards. Oh! That would have been the play of the night. Burnett fell to his back. Would have been inbounds. Ball bounces off his hands. Throw behind him.
There he is.
He's out today. Started the first 6 games. 62% completion, 1,600 yards.
I wonder if they're just not keeping him healthy, hoping they can stay in playoffs.
Right. Like we got to... Which Houston is in first in their conference.
Yeah,
St. Louis, same record,
that
third.
Or division. I guess technically it'd be both, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't have enough teams to break it down that much.
Yeah. McDonald's still on his feet after he did a little wiggling.
McDonald shimmied and shaked. 4th down. Another failed 3rd down, like I said. That catch would have saved them.
Oh, absolutely. The catch would have been
beautiful.
Incredible. It would have been the only thing aired on ESPN's sports shows because they only care about the good things that happen.
Oh, yeah. Which makes sense. I mean, get the views, but I mean, the news has made tons of views off bad things. Not that that's what we want to do.
Pro L handled at the 25. He'll go out to the top of your screen. So it looks like he's still getting chased.
Right. He's playing a game of tag out there.
But yeah, like we were saying, Roughnecks are at the front of their division. But if you look at that division, conference, whatever you want to call it, I call it a conference. Or dang it, I call it a division. But it is a little tight. Scroll down. I know 4-2, 4-2. They have 3 games left.
Yep.
If they lose out, Brahmas at 2-6 could jump ahead if they win out.
Yeah. To me, it's looking like it's going to be Roughneck and Renegades the whole way.
Yeah, that's what I said.
And then in the north, that's where things get a little hairy because Sea Dragons didn't look good in the beginning of the season. Now they've stormed back.
Started 0-4.
Defenders have started good, still good. Looks like they're going to stay good. Then you said they just got their first loss this week?
They just lost.
Last night?
Last night.
Yes. And then Battlehawks are fighting for it too. So, I mean, how is the playoff set up to begin with? Is it 2 teams from each get in?
Top 2 teams for each division get in.
So
that's another thing.
It's almost a must-win for St. Louis. Almost.
That's why I call it a division, because if you look at the schedule, right here, it's a
division games.
Championship.
Yeah. They don't have enough games to form conferences yet.
Which is why
Teams.
I said the USFL and XFL need to merge, become one. Have a longer season, more teams, more conferences, more divisions.
You can have a
create rivalries.
Full league.
Yeah. Well,
how many teams does USFL have? Like what?
They're the same, 8.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought they had a few more. I thought.
No, but stop trying to compete against each other and just play together.
You're still competing. There's competition within it. That's the whole reason for the league. So, I mean, come on.
But now you have competition within competition. Competition within competition.
The players should always be in competition. But right now there's competition in business management.
Yes, there's business competition and like spot competition. If you come together, you will get the best available time spots and TV.
Like Miley Cyrus, you get the best of both worlds.
I don't know what that means.
You get the best of both worlds.
That was terrible, but no, I don't.
Well, yeah, I'm no Miley. But I'm not a descendant of Billy Ray, okay? But yeah, you get the greenest grass over here. You get the greenest grass over here. Merge them. You got one beautiful lawn. It's a dad analogy, I guess.
Say if I had a dad, he'd be proud.
He'd want to go out and mow it. He'd get mad at me for how low my blades are. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh god, that's funny. But yeah, like you were saying, keeping Silvers out right now is kind of a smart move.
For Houston, yes.
If that's what you're doing.
Not so much of a must-win for Houston. For St. Louis, yes. That smile didn't even look like he played a game right today. He ain't done play a game right today, you know? Vandal Alexander.
Fourth quarter, just around, whatever. 11 minutes to go in the fourth. Got a man in motion moving to the top of your screen. Handoff up the gut.
Oh, the
he
ball!
dropped the ball! Recovered by Houston to the house.
It's William, and it's likely he's going to score a touchdown. William Likely is his name.
Something stupid was about to happen.
You can pull out the puns all day. Touchdown, Houston. They have a chance to tie it or take the lead right now. Was that Brian Hill? That fumble?
Brian Hill, yep.
Just getting the hand in there.
Clearly punched out by the defender.
Just bounced right back up into William Likely's hands. What was it? 99 knocked the ball loose. It was Trevon Mason, defensive lineman, got the ball loose. William Likely with the return. They attempt for 2. Farmer Mac back there. Looks like he has a fullback or tight end to his left. 2 wide receivers on each side.
Timeout.
Come on, dude. I said all that just for you to swap up the formation next time.
I mean, this is a big play.
Yes.
It ties it up. So it's Battlehawks that took the timeout. You want to keep them down. You want to get that ball back without them scoring literally as many points as they can.
Here we see the fumble again. Doesn't even touch the turf. Bounces straight, literally right into the hands of Likely.
Beautiful. Quick play that
it was only a quick,
clearly needed
25-yard trot. Like he walked in there with a caravan too. He was not getting brought down. With nearing the 10.5-minute mark left in the game, Houston can tie it.
Here we go for the 2-point try.
Again, same setup, same formation, thank goodness. Steps back.
Pressure coming in.
Pressured. He has got to get rid of it. Is that a throw or is that a fumble? It'll go out of bounds anyways.
Regardless,
no points.
Best case scenario for St. Louis.
McDonald. He's standing in that backfield like a scarecrow. Roughnecks outscored team 63-62 in the fourth, I think it said.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they're still in first.
Yeah. It is not looking good for St. Louis if they drop a game right now. Like 3 weeks left. That would turn into an almost win out the rest of the league season situation. Proel. Is that Proel?
Shepard.
Okay, dang it.
Darius Shepard. Haven't said his name all half.
Punt and kick returns, they both have. They're different, but they're both electric the same way.
Hand it up to 15. Run down to the bottom of your screen, down to the 25.
Keeping that streak alive with every game we've called so far being a St. Louis game.
We blow that streak next week, though.
Yes, we do. And I won't make any more inappropriate jokes about that.
Yeah.
The way you worded that, I was like, oh god, that's so hard. I mean,
yeah.
If I was Michael Scott, I'd be in heaven right now.
And again, A.J. McCarron taking over. Ball on the 26-yard line. 3 receivers at the top of your screen. 2 at the bottom. McCarron alone in the backfield. Scrambles. Pressure coming in. Sacked. This Houston defense really coming in clutch.
You weren't wrong. Defense has stepped up in the second half. Right now we're sitting at a total of 22.
Looks like C.J. Brewer, the 96. Nope. Jack Heflin for the Houston defense making the stop. That'll bring it back to the 21-yard line. Handoff up the middle. This is how they fumbled last time.
Brought down
Gain of
quick.
2. 3rd down. Battlehawks just got to pull it together. Forget about the fumble.
They're third and 4. Watch them go over the top on them right now. They'd like to try it at least so far.
You need to, yeah.
From what half I've seen of this game.
Yeah.
St. Louis is good to try to open it up over the top on a 3rd down. Roughnecks kind of look like they played more conservative. Just go straight for the sticks and keep it at that. This defense got 4 over the top.
He's loading up over the middle. Brian Hill.
He has a chance. Great
and he
angle.
gets the first down. He slips.
Great angle.
But was able to get the first down.
He's staring down 3 guys in front of him in the secondary. Takes an amazing angle to outrun him at least enough to get across the line. Look at that. Beautiful.
He could have had at least another 5 yards out of that.
You know when that ball was first completed, the defense is like, yeah, we're stopping him.
Yeah.
And then that little tiny out angle just got just enough. It's plays like that lets you know these humans are superior to the rest of us. We
Sean Davis shaking up on the play.
catch it straight ahead. That's what our mind is. Get the most out of what we can come up with. One little tiny hip movement, couple steps outside, garnered a couple extra yards than most people would have thought to get.
That's what I like, though. That's the kind of movement that I like to see. I don't like to see where you catch it and run 10 yards back.
Yes.
Give me a little bit of hip movement and get 2 extra
There was
yards.
no negative yardage whatsoever.
1st and 10 at the 34.
It's Hill
Sorry,
again.
37. Hill, run to the top of your screen. Well past
Good
the first down
stiff
marker.
arm. Great job by Hill. Hill's got a future for sure. They're using him like an amazing workhorse,
And
and
now
they
what I
have
said,
all
though,
year.
put the ball in the hands of Hill and let him work. This is what he does.
I could see Hill being in the NFL here soon, just by the way he's showcasing everything. He can get the ball handed off to him 20-plus times a game. He can take repeated hits, and he can garner yards, averaging 4.8 right now.
Again, handoff up the middle. He'll get out to about the 39-yard line.
Was that Mateo Durant, though? Yes, it
What
was.
number? Durant? Yep, 21. Yep. It's the first time I've seen him all game, though.
Same. Last time we looked at stats, no one else had a rush attempt but Hill.
But you were talking about how Hill, you could see Hill being in the NFL. Everybody's going to have those fumbles. That's what linemen do. It's their job to punch the ball up. Everybody's going to have them.
Nick Chubb, one of the most secure running backs out there, is going to fumble.
So you just have to take that play on the chin, look past it, move on.
If this was Belichick coaching, he'd be out the rest of the game. But thankfully it's not.
Yeah.
If this was Belichick, there would have already been 3 different running backs in rotation as well, though. There is a player down, it looks like. Starting to circle on the field. I don't know. I didn't see anything crazy.
No, it looked like in the pile where Durant was, it looked like there was one holding his shoulder or stomach or something.
Okay. Let's see if I can't share stuff now.
But as we were saying, next week we will be calling a 3 o'clock game. Houston Roughnecks versus San Antonio Brahmas. We are getting close to the end of the regular season. So again, as the weeks progress, we will be kind of adjusting because we're at that sweet spot. We're at the end of, not the sweet spot, but we're at the end of the XFL, or moving towards the end of the XFL regular season, as to where the USFL starts the week of the 15th. So technically in 2 weeks, the XFL starts. And then we're at that spot where we want to call the first couple games, but we also want to call the championship games for the XFL. So as the weeks go, we'll kind of keep everybody in the loop and kind of just let everybody know what we're going to be doing. And if we forget, anywhere from noon to 3 o'clock is when we'll be calling games, no matter what it is. And just tune in and find out. Always on Facebook and YouTube at the Sports Beast, SPORTZ Beast channel. And also, we are working on some other stuff. We're trying to get a show going, like an actual. I don't know what to call those. Like an analysis, like a sports analysis show. We are trying to work on that as well to give you guys a little more content. And speaking of content, there will be a different kind of content coming out that I'm not going to say the name of just yet.
I will.
But it's a podcast that we're working on. Not only me and him, but Brandon and Sean from The Graveyard. It's a podcast. If you just want to chill and relax, make sure you check that out when the time comes, which should be in the next week or so. We'll be releasing some stuff.
We have a little bank right now.
Yeah.
I think we're good enough.
So, yeah, within the next couple of weeks, we'll be releasing that, and we'll give you some more information. So make sure you check that out as well. We do have Mateo Bryant in the backfield to the left of A.J. McCarron. Ball on the 39-yard line. 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom. Ball on the right hash mark. Handoff up the middle, stopped quickly by Houston defense.
Brings up another third down conversion.
7 minutes to go in the fourth.
Did you do it on Twitter too?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Twitter didn't make me mad. I'll talk to you about it off stream,
Okay.
but
Okay.
3rd and 4
What did Elon
for
Musk do
Seattle.
now?
Huh?
I said, what did Elon Musk do now?
Oh, it's not here. Hit him on the out. It was a little curl route at the top of the screen. That's number. Oh,
Riley Texada on the coverage. He
That
stopped
was-
on a dime and lost him.
number 3, Aitman on the reception. It's just a quick little button route. What?
I forget what I was trying to do. Finish out the game stats.
Ball on the 32 now. McCarron steps back, loads up a little bit. Shepard on the reception. Picking up more than the 10 yards.
A little bit of Yak helped on that one. Yak has picked up the last 2 third down conversions for St. Louis.
Yeah.
Great ball placement, keeping the wide receivers in stride.
That's your go-to man, though. You stopped using him for a while. I get it. You kept the ball on the ground more,
All right.
but I think St. Louis head coach said, "We see the fumble. Let's because you kicked the running back out too."
Yeah.
They did. 3 at the top, a little wide receiver screen, a little bubble screen, whatever you want to call it. Who was that? Number 22, Stephen Mitchell. It's only the second time I've said his name. Got the reception at the top of your screen. 2nd and 4.
Darius Shepard. They're looking at his NFL transaction history, and it is all over the place. Signed by the Packers, waived by the Packers, signed by the Packers, waived by the Packers, signed by the Chiefs, dropped by the Chiefs, signed by the Cardinals. All over the place.
I did see he was a. I thought his name sounded familiar. He was a Steeler.
Ah.
A little quick pass to the bottom of your screen.
Oh!
And 84 goes airborne, and I don't even know what you want. He was an acrobat for a little while.
Look at he judo kicked the one guy in the back of the head. Watch.
Tight end, just short of the first down.
Bring up another third down. Can they convert it? That's what I wanted to look at. Third down conversion stats.
That's a big guy to be flying in the air like that.
Yeah. First down so far. St. Louis 18. Roughnecks 14.
3rd and 1 at the 10-yard line. 2 receivers at the top. Running back switches to the right side. The top side. Fake handoff looking for the end zone.
Over the top.
Caught! And he survives the ground. Darius Shepard for the touchdown. A.J. McCarron, what a beautiful throw.
Sitting at a 38 total right now. We'll see if we can add on 2 to 3. I'm sure probably just a 1, so it'll push it to a 3. Or they may take a 2 to push it to a 2.2 possession game. They could. That's what I would do. I'd take a 2.
That's where a lot of thinking comes into this. Like, I haven't seen anybody go for 3 yet, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's why I figure more
Even
people would
with
be going for
comebacks,
3.
yeah. But yeah, like, do you take
taking a
you
1.
take the 1? Yeah, that's what I would do.
They're up by 8. 1 point will make it a 9. And then you have to
Fake handoff, looking for the end zone again.
Throws it out.
Throws it away.
It'll continue to be an 8-point game. That's one possession. And there is a flag coming out. Let's get Pete out there and let him whistle at me.
You don't hear it on here.
Ooh, thank you, Pete.
It does say it down here, though. Watch. When I make him go away, it'll go away. I don't know why. Just like letting you know that it's played.
It is within the audio mixer, so it makes sense.
Oh, it was a defensive foul or penalty.
Ooh.
So the 1-pointer becomes easier.
Does that mean that it's less required to make a 2-pointer as well, or what? Is that how
I don't think
works?
you can switch up. I don't think you
okay.
say, now I'm going for 3.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, you're shortening the field. Let me go for 3 now. But no, they'll stick with a 1-point attempt. They'll just move half distance to the goal, I'm sure.
Tight formation.
Or
tight end
redo.
in motion. He's into block. Easily
There it
untouched. Hill in for the extra point.
It'll make it a 10 now.
Another
flag.
Come on back out, Pete.
Thank you, Pete.
I wish I could hear that.
Right.
I heard it like twice, and like I'm so happy about the whistle, but I'll never hear it again.
Defense again. They're going to keep it. It'll be declined.
Unsportsmanlike on the defense. Let's see what where they're calling here. Number 52. I don't even. It must have been the shadows over here. Oh yeah, he's just going ham on it. Ellerby. That name is very familiar.
This one's Emmanuel Ellerby. The Ellerby does sound like it was a common name in the NFL for a second. And it is 24-15. Let's go to total score of 39. 1 touchdown will put it at the over. Like I thought. I'm about to win no money.
See if you can see the schedule and see if Battlehawks have played Dragons.
Okay. Real fast. Houston is about to take over the ball. We already mentioned Cole McDonald, 14 for 28. That's 50%. 99 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running back Bryson Allen, 6 for 79. Cole keeping it 7 of his own for 39 yards himself. Max Borgi, 33 yards. Hands team, Cedric Bird, 6 for 43. Dante Burnett, 3 for 21 and a touchdown.
Houston will bring this ball out all the way to the 30. If you're in the stream, let us know how we're doing. Let us know how you like the XFL. Let us know who your favorite team is. Just let us know in the chat. Whatever you want to talk about. I don't care.
St. Louis has ever played Sea Dragons? That's what you wanted to know?
Yes. Week 2.
Yes.
Seattle won, so if they win today, they will be in second.
Oh, because of tiebreaker. Nice.
Because, they should be tied.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as they didn't play them in week 1, which they didn't, they played DC. Yeah, that if St. Louis wins today, this will be the matchup to pay attention to. Be caught from Houston at the top of your screen. Number 2 picking up a first down. Number 2 being Cedric Bird. He should be the only name that I have on this list. Because every time I call a play, it's always him. I was gonna say, do they play again? They do, right there.
We're on week 7, right? Yep, we're on week 7. Week 8.
Good run.
Next
to the top
week,
of your screen.
It's Vegas Vipers versus the St. Louis Battlehawks, Saturday at 1. Arlington Renegades at Orlando Guardians, Saturday at 4. Houston Roughnecks versus the San Antonio Brahmas, Sunday at 3. And then we got the DC Defenders versus the Seattle Sea Dragons, Sunday at 7.
That ball sailed on him. Could have been bad.
I mean, another easy interception. Seen a decent amount of overthrows by Farmer Mac today.
So, even if both of them win, both of theirs go down, they would. St. Louis would still be in front.
Mm-hmm.
Go down.
But I don't know. Beating DC #1. Well, I'm pretty sure the tiebreaker would still be the same.
They play again, right there.
Yep. Oh, week 9 could be crazy.
Seattle and Battlehawks play again week 9, which really could determine who makes that second spot.
Yeah. Same with this. Well, no, Houston and Arlington.
The next 3 weeks are the most important weeks for the North.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a good race.
Houston could still really need a win here, though, because Arlington's right behind them. And then in 3 weeks' time, it could swap up if they lose out.
Not.
Like if Houston loses 3 straight,
it doesn't matter.
Brahma could take it, correct?
It doesn't matter if you're first or second, because then you're making playoffs no matter what. So even if you drop down to second, irrelevant.
I mean, they could drop out a third if Houston loses 3 straight.
So there's only 3 weeks, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't get enough wins at 2 and 5.
3. They would come 5 wins, 5 losses, and then you would go up. They would only have 4 to their 4 to 7.
If you lose out, I guess you could.
4 to 5.
If Houston wins 1 more, they're in.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
If they win 1 of those 3, they're in.
That's all they need is to win 1 of the 3, and then it would really, if they only win 1, it would come down to some tiebreakers.
I wonder if they play the Brahmas again.
If Brahmas
this is stuff that
steps it up.
We should be looking at beforehand, but
No, I like talking about it now. It's fresh. We got everything right in front of us.
This is the
I know. Brahmas lost last week, big time.
Yeah,
so.
which is why they're at 2 and whatever.
And Brahmas will play
they
Houston,
play next
so
week. If
next
they win
week,
next week, they're in.
Yeah. Even if Houston loses here, they win next week, they locked up a playoff berth at least.
Then they play the Vipers, which is the second garbage team in the XFL. Oh, and then they play the Renegades.
That one will be more for if seeding is necessary.
Seeding's not necessary when 2 teams make.
That's true. Very true. It'll be home. It'll be home. You should be fighting for a home.
If they do that,
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
That's how normal seeding works. The higher will get the. If you higher seed goes against a lower seed, the higher seed should get.
What
home
I think
advantage.
would be cool is you play neutral.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Throughout the whole playoffs.
Throughout the whole thing, yeah. I think that'd be cool.
But then again, they're just now getting their base going. You know what I mean?
Well, I know, but
the crowd was looking great in St. Louis.
you play in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. You play in St. Louis.
The crowd always looks good in St. Louis. And they're going over the standings too.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it's because we don't get paid to do this. We just have fun with it. We talk about the same stuff as your normal commentators, but we add in the extra little bit of fun that we can.
And I would argue if you pay us for it and we had more time, like
It's
that
better.
was our 5 to 9.
100%.
Oh my goodness.
You say 5 to 9 all the time.
That's because we're stuck in a 5 to 9 world.
9 to 5.
I work different shifts. I do put it in reverse though.
My clock is different.
Right. I'm on different time.
You know, the time zones and, you know.
Yeah. People are jumping all around. Yeah. I stay a flat line.
Mercury's in retrograde.
Hey, come on, dude. I'm a spaghetti-o. Oh, he's making the play last. McDonald has now ran a quarter mile in the backfield.
Chucks
Heaves
it up for nothing.
Closest man in the vicinity is number 26, running back Bryson Allen.
Coach is cheesing.
It's like they're playing a little backyard football game out there. They know they think they got this win locked up, and right now they can't get anything going at that offensive line. Great pressure by this defensive front for St. Louis. They're not giving St. Louis enough time to get downfield. And when they do have enough time to get downfield, McDonald's is trying to run for his life. 1st and 10. St. Louis takes over. 1:44 left.
Ball in the 42. You got trips at the bottom, one at the top. Receiver or running back in the backfield. Handoff up to gut, up the right seam.
That's what you're going to see.
For a gain of 3.
3 times in a row. Runs right up the middle and then a timeout right after. Houston should be burning.
Still not taking a timeout, though.
Houston should be burning through these timeouts.
Which are also... Yeah, he let a lot of time fall off that board.
Yeah, they're arguing that he called it already. They should be putting time back on that
there's
clock.
no reason you let that much time.
Yeah, let him stand up. Show him a sign of respect before we call this timeout.
Give him a sip of water.
I mean, arguable if you wanted longer time. You let the clock go, let the guys get back to the huddle, then call timeout. You got full 40 seconds to sit and a full minute to sit and talk, and then, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying you could argue. Oh, it's 3 seconds. Let the guys get back here, then we'll call it. They did not put time back on this clock.
They did not.
Maybe that's what they argued.
2nd and 7. Man in motion. Tight end moving to the bottom of your screen. He's blocking. Again, up the right hash. Still on his feet. Loss of 2. You should be calling a timeout right now.
Now it's
stopped.
3rd and 7 now?
Should be, what was it? Should be like 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8. Do you throw it?
No, absolutely not. You don't.
You keep it on the ground.
You pitch it. You let your running back get a full head of steam. Try to hit that corner.
Right. Okay.
Worst case scenario, you're punting.
Yeah, because worst case scenario, you throw it, it's intercepted, housed. Potentially a tie game. You throw it, it's a little more secure. Just tell the guy, don't fumble. The clock either A, still runs, or they burn their last timeout right before a punt.
Looks like Shepard at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Man in motion. The
Watch
same
him.
motion 3 plays in a row.
Watch Shepard. Yep, fake handoff.
Shepard.
Screen to Shepard, and it's the
first down. Bottom
Yak.
of your screen.
It's the yak. And that'll end the game, essentially.
Like I said, that's your go-to guy. You use him when you
Get
stopped using him the whole middle of the game.
Get it to him quick and let him make a play. That's exactly what they've been doing.
The Battlehawks, they have playmakers. They just have to be able to use them. I know that sounds like no kidding, but when you stop using your guys, you don't score either.
Yeah.
Seattle in victory. Dang it. I tried all the game. Cody's got me saying Seattle.
Dallas.
What'd you say Dallas for?
Did you say Dallas?
I said Seattle.
Oh, I thought you said Dallas. I was like, whoa. Who's got you saying Dallas?
St. Louis in victory formation. That is a win. And a big win for this St. Louis.
Big proportion
Battlehawks.
of that last play. It was Harris, number 3, defensive back for Houston, and Texada, both the outermost left DBs, crashed inside to see if they could help stop anything, and that left Shepard to run and get the first down. 48 seconds left. Take another knee.
Yeah, I think you'll have one more play, which you should.
You should just knee it again.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, you shouldn't have to try to pull Patrick Mahomes and run around in the backfield for 5 seconds.
No, what I'm saying is you have one more knee.
Yeah.
You want one more time to kneel it out.
Winning team, Battlehawks, A.J. McCarron, 26 for 34. That's only a total of 8 incompletions, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, sacked 3 times. Came out of the play for a little bit, replaced by Nick Tiano, who threw 1 for 5 and only 3 yards. Not letting anybody else eke out any play time.
No, and you could see he was mad that he missed even that one play, McCarron, after he came back out. Like, you let somebody else touch my football?
Yeah. He was mad that his helmet wasn't ready to go right away.
The under hit. I would have hit money if I wanted to download another.
Under did hit.
Sportsbook.
Running for St. Louis, Brian Hill, the workhorse in the whole first half. No one else touched the ball. 11 for 53 after the game. But in the second half, Mateo Durant and McCarron ran it 4 times apiece, both netting under 10 yards apiece. Receiving, the main man we talked about all game, Darius Shepard, 7 for 70, and a touchdown coming in clutch late. Brian Hill, the running back, 3 for 28, picking up a very couple crucial first downs. And obviously, Brian Hill had 1 fumble. Good game from what I seen.
It's a great game. It's exactly what I expected. I knew it wasn't going to be high scoring, but I knew it was going to be a good battle between both of these teams. And that's all I can ask for. In the XFL, let alone, I ask for that sometimes in the NFL. I just want a good game.
Yeah, that exactly. Good content is what I want to watch.
Just good football. Yep.
XFL North.
Let's go Battlehawks. Vikings fan 1, 2, 3, 5 and 2. Let's go. Yeah, I love the fact that they're sticking in the playoff race.
Yeah, just what I was about to mention. Battlehawks now creep up to number 2. One game behind Defenders, winning the tiebreaker over the Seattle Sea Dragons by that head-to-head early season victory. Vipers trail in 4th, 2-5, already eliminated. There's 3 teams still in contention. Go over to the XFL South. You got Houston Roughnecks just dropping 1 today, making them 1 game closer to the Renegades, sitting at 3-4. Brahmas are at 2-5, clinging desperately onto that spot where Guardians have already been out for a minute since the opening kickoff.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, they were alive last night again when they beat DC somehow, some way. But that's what football is, and that's why I love it.
That being said, this was week 7. Week 8, what do we have in store?
We, as in we personally?
I mean, the league.
Oh, the league. Obviously, we got the Saturday game. Vegas Vipers at Battlehawks. Battlehawks should be another win.
Easy.
I know they're having a little bit of quarterback kind of trial and error over in Vegas. Should be a Battlehawks win. A home win, by the way.
Helping secure that number 2 spot.
So I think as soon as you win that one, you have a good foot in the door for that playoff spot. Renegades at Orlando. Orlando's a crazy team, but I do see Renegades winning that one as well on the road. Orlando's just dysfunctional.
Yeah, from what I've seen.
And then the game we are calling the Houston Roughnecks at San Antonio. I almost said Diego. San Antonio Brahmas. Should be a Houston win. Yep. Should be.
Brahmas lose, they're out. They've lost all contention at that attempt. I mean, Renegades could lose out and Brahmas could still sneak in maybe.
Yeah, there's a lot of ifs and buts, but, yeah. You know. DC and Sea Dragons, that is the late Sunday game, which I think will be the game of the night.
Yes, I was just going to say, with the most implications. Seattle wins, Defenders drop. And St. Louis wins. It could shake things up a little bit.
Whoever wins that one, as long as the Battlehawks win theirs, the Battlehawks are inching closer.
That's what I mean.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So win-win. If I'm the Battlehawks, I'm wearing a double-sided jersey, DC and Dragons.
If I'm the Battlehawks and you get a win, what I would hope for is the Sea Dragons win. Because even a Sea Dragons win will still put them ahead, Battlehawks ahead in the tiebreaker. And it inches you closer to that number 1 spot over Defenders. Because now the overall record would be tied between DC and St. Louis.
I'm thinking about who do you want to play, though? Because DC could fall out, like we mentioned.
If they lose out, yeah.
So, if I'm the Battlehawks, I want DC to win that because I don't want to go up against Ben DiNucci, best quarterback in the league. Josh Gordon.
Seattle's hot right now, too.
Because when they say, I want to win this game, when Josh Gordon comes out of that huddle and says, throw it to me because I want to win, you know they're winning. That's just the chemistry that they have.
DC lost last week by 1 point.
I think I want to play the Defenders, even though the Defenders are a more well-rounded team. They have the best run game in the league.
You'd rather play... Ooh, that'd be a tough one to choose.
Yeah, it's tough. But that's what we have in store. Those are next week's. I always put up visuals on... We need DC to win next week. That's what we're just talking about. That's a tough one. If you're me, I think so as well. Because I'd rather play DC than I would Seattle.
The way the momentum's been swinging, I'd have to agree. But DC's kept it firm all year, whereas Seattle's been a roller coaster, kind of.
And we have a DC backer bar somewhere up here, like within 20 minutes of us.
Not really.
Which is pretty cool.
Nice. Yeah. We go there, watch it.
Screw that! I'm setting up a booth and I'm calling a game.
Oh,
from there.
that would be cool.
Sweet.
Setting up a bar, getting in a bar and setting up something with the establishment, being like, "Yo, this game's on. Let us stream."
Let us, not even stream. I'll just call it from there. Well, obviously we'll stream it as normal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be cool. But that is what we have. What did you say? 04.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it was something we were saying while you typed it.
Yeah, it could have been.
But
yeah, if you like the stream, like the content, there's always more to come. We're doing this every week for the XFL.
Share.
Make sure you're showing some love, some support, and I appreciate anything that is shared, liked. You guys have been great in the comment section today. Sports Beast on Facebook and YouTube. Ballers on a Budget on Facebook and YouTube. And make sure you're checking out the Graveyard for your gaming fix on Facebook and YouTube as well. I appreciate everybody coming in, everybody being great today. This was a very fun stream, even though Cody was 6 days late. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.